Have you decided to buy your next home, but you're not sure whether you want to live in a condo building or a detached home? In this video, I'm going to give you 3 important factors that some people don't consider when buying and come to regret later. And of course, I'm saving the best for last. Keep in mind, there are many different types of condos for a wide range of property types. So understanding what side you lean toward can be helpful. For this video, I'm talking about the 2 extremes, a detached house versus a multi-residential condo building. Now, I hear you. Julia, detached homes are usually more expensive. And with a few exceptions, you're absolutely right. Owning a detached home, like any home, costs money. But typically, you get to decide how and when repairs and upgrades will be done. You're in charge of maintenance like mowing the lawn and calling the roofer when some shingles blow away. Keep in mind that you can hire out most maintenance tasks and that you own the land that the home sits on. And there's value in that above just having a yard. Condo buildings are less maintenance for you, but you may be paying more for them in the long run. Condo fees are a monthly expense on top of your mortgage that tends to get more expensive as the building ages and bigger repairs need to be done. On top of that, you're paying those condo fees regardless of whether or not you see the changes benefiting you. One condo I lived in redecorated all of the hallways 5 years after the building was built, lights, floors, and all. And all that money came from the condo fees. Now, I want you to consider whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. Personally, I love being social, but in my downtime, I really like my space too. When I lived in a multi-unit building, my brain could never fully relax. Consider which category you fall into and keep it in the back of your mind. With a detached house, you have more than a wall or a floor of buffer room between you and your neighbors. You're still buying your neighbors, hopefully they're nice, but not to the same extent as you are in a condo building. In a condo, if your jack-of-all-trades neighbor living above you decides to tackle the plumbing in their unit and your unit ends up flooding because of it, you could face the inconvenience of having to replace anything that was damaged, something that you might not have had to do otherwise. Lastly, it's important to consider your lifestyle and hobbies. When I lived in a multi-unit building, I found myself dreaming of maintenance projects like raking leaves and shoveling snow. For me, maintenance is a hobby. Maybe you have a camper or a car that could use a workshop or garage. Or maybe you have pets who would like a yard. It's important to note that particularly with dogs and reptiles, most condo buildings have restrictions on the number, size, type, and sometimes breed of pet that they'll allow. If you have a dog, consider whether they're quiet, friendly, and elevator savvy. Now that you hopefully have a better idea of what type of building you want to live in my next video, I'll dive into the differences between older and newer homes and talk about some facts and features that you may not have considered. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about the full range of housing available in the Hamilton area, I would love to hear from you.